on top. I am presenting to you today a abbreviated run through of a new collection of mine and Art, Life, and Scrap with Cindy. I thought I'll show you a couple of the design papers, some of the elements that are perhaps described as exceptional. We have over 231 elements. So I don't want to show you all those, or we'll be here all day. There are 66 papers, including textured, design papers, and solids, as well as 4 templates. Here are one of the papers. This one I actually all drew myself. I looked at something and drew it all out and added some texture and all kinds of fun stuff, but it took me a really long time. I'll just flip through and I'll show you some of the papers. Lots of gold and lush and pink, lots of texture in there, quite some paint. This kit I would describe, or collection rather, the size of that thing, I would describe it as somewhat artistic, but I think no matter your flair, being artistic or traditional, that you'll find something for you. There is so much that I believe there is something for everyone. I love this one with a little bit of gold on the outline. Starburst. I love starburst papers. They can be really fun. I give you a dark and a light one. Here's some really pretty shades of pink with a little dust of gold on that paper and lots of texture. Here's the peachier shades. Again, more texture added to it. A plain dot. I always love a small paper. Now, I wanted to come along and show you some of these design papers. And we're going to go back to these because you might be like, well, hello, how am I supposed to scrap on that? And some you don't have to scrap on. Some of these, like, you could just print it out and make some pretty neat stickers. Or you can make some posters and hang them on the wall. I think that would go. This is my favorite paper. This one took me over 4 hours to design. I took a picture. Well, my friend had a picture. And I just traced over the picture of it and then added all this texture and all of these squiggles and gold and luxury and phew. It took me a really long time. That's another paper I love. I thought it kind of went well. Texture. Here's some of Cindy's paper. This one I thought was way cool. I love the folds or the creases in there. And the dark and the bright colors looks awesome. That one, I love that green color. These are super cool. I thought the flamingo was awesome. I love black, white, pink combo. It's a great combination. Look at this paper. Beautiful. I played with it. I'll show you my page later. This was another really fun page, I thought. Look at the texture. Oh, luscious. I love these shades of pink and a touch of glitter. And really neat. Here's a fun one, too. This is really Buga style. Everybody likes that. Our journal cards. I'm going to toot my own horn. But I find our journal cards absolutely smashing. Check them out. Here we go. You had me. I don't know how. These are Cindy's. I love it. It has a real girly flair, kind of glamour in your face. I don't give a flock. I love it. This collection is really, really fun. It's sassy. I like to describe it as sassy. Couple more. We really went crazy, I'm telling you. 31 journal cards between the two of us. So if you are into Project Life, you'll be set with all these. And again, you can just put them on some sticker paper and adhere them places. These are mine. I took some papers and just, someone requested that I turn that into a journal card. They loved it. There we go. Lots of texture again. I love my shell cards. I think they're so soft and pretty with all that texture in there. And then the bird. I thought he came out great. Pelican. And then, of course, my flamingo. This is my baby right here. I love this one. I saw an image, I don't even remember where anymore, of this crazy, long, skinny lady, and she had a flamingo, and, well, I just kind of, yeah. Took her little cutesy idea and turned it into my own. So there you go. I love that one. Again, that one probably took me about 4 or 5 hours, but it was worth it. I really had a blast designing it, playing with the shapes and the textures. It was fun. But a lot of these things that are on here are in the kit, like this paper of her. This is a paper I use from the kit. That's in there, and these feather earrings. There's feathers in there. The hat, the pineapple, the flamingo. It's all in there. It's in there. Stand tall. Another one I designed with a little boa I drew on there. It's all just hand drawn stuff. You know, just fun. This one I thought was really cute. I took a couple of things. I found some SVG sayings and just kind of reworded it and put it all on there. I thought that was a really fun little way to journal that up. And I made my own little hat and scrapped up the little hat for this last one. Here's a couple of really cool elements. We'll kind of go through them a little faster. Okay, golden mug I customized there. Some fun arrows, real artistic looking. There's a tote bag I designed using some things from GS Creations, banner. And then we have some really nifty bling, lots of buttons. I don't remember how many buttons, y'all. It's so many. There, I designed a little champagne glass. We have lots and lots of charms. I just took out a couple of my favorites. All gold, super luxurious. I just love a touch of gold in a collection. There's my pooch, my pampered pooch with the sunglasses looking good. There's a feather, another painstakingly hand-colored feather. Here's another one with a little bit of texture and a touch of glitter. Here's some flip-flops I designed that totally match the collection really well. I like this one too. I backed it with a little bit of more texture and glitter. We've got lots of flowers. Oh, I wish I would have wrote that down. It is in the description if you want to get this collection. It's at Ginger Scraps, and you'll find everything in the description. How do you like my leather jacket? I have one very similar. It has silver, though, instead of gold, you know. And I have sunglasses on their own. Here's another picture. I just took a picture and just traced over it, added some texture, made some small changes. But I thought it was kind of fun, kind of neat to add a little bit to the glamour feel. Here you can get the shells on their own. Well, not exactly on their own. I'm backing them up there with some texture and some sand, a sandy look. A seahorse, a cute starfish with all the colors incorporated. I think we did a really good job matching all these colors. We got lots of fun stamps. There's one I've done there. Here's some more stamps. Try to incorporate these colors. There's tons of foliage, like at least a dozen. I think we have like 24 flowers and well over a dozen foliage. Just a touch of gold again. We have all kinds of fun word art. This is one I did. Now I'm going to show you off some of Cindy's goodies. Those were mostly mine. Cindy designed, I don't know, what was it, like 18 different flamingos? So if you really love flamingos, then you have to be all over this collection. It is called flamazing because it really is flamazing. I just took out a couple. She made some into stickers, and then she has some regular, and all pretty much with this lovely watercolor design. Here are a couple of her graphics. They're really fun, really cool. I love this one. I used that for a page. I'll show y'all later. There's fun. Look at all the colors. I love when they give you all these colors together. I thought that was a cool element she designed. Really neat. This was fun. All the rage. These boxes with the letters. There's some more fun word art. A little bit more. I thought I'll show you just a couple of her flowers. Just to give you a little sample. That was my favorite one. I love that flower. Look at all those colors and just a touch of glitter. Oh, fabulous. Just love it. And some doodly stuff if you're into the artistic things. Once again, these are just a sampling of what is in this collection. Kind of my favorite star pieces, maybe, if you will. Touch of glitter on this foliage. It's always good to have a leaf like this because it kind of has a tropical vibe. Really nifty scatter there. I love that. Crowns. How can you have a flamazing kit if there are no crowns? We've got several crowns. Those are just a couple. Some doodly eyeball. And there's several film strips. I thought that was fun. You could, of course, put some pictures behind there. Play with it however you like. She's even got one in a layered format, which I thought was great. Check out that. How cool is that? Look at how all that depth on that. I love that. I think it's really good. Here's some more. Once again, incorporating all the fabulous colors from the collection in her graphics. Really neat. Look at that one. Ooh, isn't that cool? I love it. The sketchy chickie and this geometric shape behind it. Way cool stuff here. Paint. I love paint. We've got quite some paint in there. I didn't show it all off. Okay, now I'm on to pages, people. We're moving on to the fabulous pages from myself and from my totally awesome design team. This is Cindy's page. She's the one that worked with me on this. And she used the template for that. That was an example using the template. There's another very artistic page. Here's one from our girl, Ella. She's such a star scrapper, showing off our lovely cards and cars and lovely. Our lovely gals here, the crown. There's my favorite. It's so much fun. Here she shoved in some more. Very nice page showing off a lot of the collection. Here's another really fun one. I think that was our girl Carl that did this one. All that paint in the background and the fun strip. This is gorgeous Cassie and her gorgeous girls. Look at all that glitter in there. Ooh, she chose lots of elements and flowers with glitter. So it really makes it extra special. Not everything is glitter, so if you're not into it, no biggie. Just a couple of things have glitter, just a little bit here and there. That's really fun. Isn't it neat how she blended her greenery or her foliage in with the greenery of her pictures? She's a really talented scrapper. Check out this, our gal Felicity. I thought this was pretty cute. I love the way she scrapped up the hat. She really glammed it up with a touch of glitter and the feathers, a flamingo. I thought it was really fun. Her page was great. That's a template, right? That's a template I designed. She used that. Here's a page from Jamila. I love her little cluster. It's so cute with the hairspray, shoe, and glasses. Totally girly, right? Rachel is rocking this page. Just look at it. Oh, that background paper with all of that art and all the colors. I really, really loved her page. I thought it was so much fun. Pretty clusters and journal cards. Again, she incorporated so much of the collection on one page. Great, great job. Here we go. I like this touch of dark. This is Roxana, and she also managed to incorporate a lot of the fun pieces. She got my favorite right here on top. Really fun, my chickie in the back. Butterflies. She just put it all together almost to make it look like a paper in itself. Here she's using some of the frames that's provided from Cindy. A couple more pages. Here's a little more of a simple touch, especially if you like those white backgrounds and lots of white space. Sylvia. These two pages, these next two are from Sylvia. I love it. She chose her colors she wanted to use, kept the rest very white, basic background. Looks really great. And here's another page. Kind of looks like a journaling page. It's really neat. A real nice crafty touch to this page. Love it. Okay, now, as I said, I thought, I better show y'all how to use these design papers that I've included, because sometimes you get a design paper. Even traditional scrappers know exactly what I'm talking about. You buy this awesome paper. You paid like $2 for it because you thought the design was so cool. And then you take it and you have it sitting on their desk under your nose and you're ready to scrap. And you're like, I have no idea what to do with this paper. It's so pretty. Do I frame this paper or do I scrap on this paper? Let me show you some things you can do. Okay, so there was the paper. Oh, let me see if I can make that a little bigger for you. There you go. All I did was I took that paper and then I took the frame provided in the collection and I added a picture. That's pretty simple, right? I think that is about as simple as you can get. You take the paper, you add the frame, and you get your picture in there. Here's another one. Okay, me and Hubs. And all I did here was I just used the paper. I took 2 mats and cropped photos into those mats, and I added the 2 butterflies from the collection over the top. That's it. I'm talking, you're going to have pages in just a couple of minutes. My goodness, I'm supposed to live in a quiet neighborhood. I'm so sorry. Okay, here's another paper. All I did with this one was add one picture, a sassy flamingo. Look how sassy the flamingo is. Oh my goodness. And then I took some of the foliage from the collection, added those over to the top of the picture, a couple of flowers, and my flamingo that matches the flamingo in the paper. As you know me, I am a total matchy kind of gal. Here you go. So this page, and this page, and this page, I'm sure it took me under 10 minutes to do all 3 pages. So if you really are one of those scrappers where, oh my goodness, you've only got a couple minutes here and there, then these are some ideas for you. How to scrap fast and how to save time. Here's another page. This was just the paper. I put a little frame in over the top. I just used a graphic over on the side, swapped it in there. I cropped in the solid paper, the black solid paper from the collection. I added a little bit of a bevel so it looks more like a frame than a piece of paper. And I took a couple of our elements from the collection as well as some gold paint. See paint here, you'll see paint there. Balance, right? We're balancing it out. A little bit here, a little bit there. Gives the whole page nice balance. Same flowers, same foliage. I didn't use too many big shadows. I wanted it to look more like, a flat piece. And then I took Cindy's word art and I added just a little bit of a stroke to it so that I had a little bit more contrast because it wasn't really standing out as much as I would have liked. So that's what I did for that. And a nice dark shadow with a little bit of depth to make it stand out even further. Okay, with that other gorgeous paper from Cindy, this is what I've done with it. I took her cool scatter and I just duplicated it and changed its juxtaposition all around my page. It took a little bit of time, but not too much. The same shadow I used on all of them. I used her word art. I put that in. And again, I put just a tiny stroke to make it stand out a little more. And I put my flock of chickens. Since it's talking about not giving a flock, I thought I'll put my girls in there. That's my girls. Look, I can tell I've been away. They look very skinny. Mama's home girls will have you fattened up in no time. I'll introduce you to them. This is Sylvie. This is Pixel. This is my girl Ginger. She's my favorite. Yes, I have favorites. And this is Katie. She's absolutely adorable. Okay, on to that graphic I told you about that I love so much. Let me make it a little bit bigger for you. I just took the graphic, put it on a more plain-ish background. There's my gold splatter again. I just simply took several of our elements, more subdued elements, if you will. Let me call them subdued. And again, repetition and balance. You'll see the same things in either corner, making the whole page look a little bit more cohesive. I used one of my own edges that I just had in my stash. I just pulled in one from a kit or from a collection and just took her pretty pink paper and clipped it over the top. Actually, this edge had all different colors in, but you can do that too, especially if you're just using it all for personal use. Just take any edge from any kit, as long as it's a PNG, and clip in any paper you want over the top. And then I got a nice little saying in there, refrain from comparing yourself with others, for we are all on a different journey. It's true, eh? As scrappers, you're probably just like me. Sit back and you look at these gorgeous pages and you're like, OMG, I wish I was that good. But this is what's really important to remember. We are all on a different journey. And art, which is what this is taking our experiences and putting it into some type of media as a form of expression for other people to see and for us to remember as well. So it's really important to remember that. Experience, your personal experiences come with your art and are shown through your art. Here's my last page. I'm going to show you my page with my favorite paper and a very recent picture we took of this awesome car at our place in Germany. Once again, it's just one of the design papers. I slid in a rectangular graphic and clipped in one of my papers over the top, then slid another graphic in for my picture and clipped that in there, or cropped it in there, whatever you want to call it. Took 2 glasses, a couple of elements, stacked them up. This page was done Oh boy, ugh, 10 minutes probably. So you can scrap really fast with our collection. And again, I wanted to show off these pages, these pretty design papers with some ideas on how you can use them. Another thing about this collection, from September 4th through the 10th, it's going to be on sale at 50% off. So you can get a ton of stuff at 50% off. Okay, so pop over to Ginger Scraps. Check out the bundle. It's definitely worth the money. That's the collection where you can get the journal cards, the templates. You get absolutely everything, and your mind is going to boggle over the price. So we'll see you over there. Hit us up on our group. Check out some more videos from our YouTube channel, and join us in the forum for some fun challenges. Thanks so much for checking out the cherry. I hope you will make our flamazing collection all yours. Happy scrapping!